After the beginning, the founders, who were geniuses, make no mistake of that, said there is a creator, there is a God. That's what they said, folks. They said there is a creator, there is a God. Why did they have to say that? Well, they had to say that because they were on the great swelling, the height of what was called the Enlightenment. The Enlightenment said there is no God. There is no Jesus. There is no heaven. There is no hell. Man is God. Most of the people who came to these shores were escaping religious persecution. Now, if you don't believe that, I suggest you get in your history books and I mean the real history books, not anything that's been written within the last 50 years. Get in the real history books to tell the truth about the pilgrimage from the old world to the new. And you will find that almost everyone who came to these shores was escaping some kind of religious persecution because they believed in God. Because they believed that the Bible was the infallible Word of God. Because they believed in following its teachings and living by God's law, which is very simple to learn and understand because it is, in fact, the Ten Commandments. They believed in living their life according to the teachings of Christ, of Jesus in the New Testament. They were New Testament Christians. They understood what tyranny was. They did have discontent between their various sects and denominations that came to these shores. But there was never any blood spilled over that here. They understood that they didn't have freedom of religion in the place where they left, and to be safe here, they had to give freedom of religion to others in order that they may have freedom of religion themselves. And ultimately, when they established a government, a union, they guaranteed that there would not be a theocracy that ruled, nor could there be an atheism that suppressed. In other words, it was to be a secular government that was prohibited from passing any laws respecting any particular establishment of religion, nor could they bar any particular establishment of religion. The government, however, would take on the character of the people which it governed, who were God-fearing Christian people, for the most part. You see, not all were. A secular government will always reflect the religious, moral, ethical, and cultural beliefs of those who occupy the offices of that government. And therefore the founders, when they created the United States of America, said there is a creator, there is a God, and man was endowed with certain unalienable creator-endowed rights. Now they did this for a reason, ladies and gentlemen, not to push their religion down the throats of any other person, but to ensure that all people, whether religious or not, could not be persecuted by this secular government. In so doing, they guaranteed the freedoms of all of us, recognized them, and built protections in to the founding document called the Constitution for the United States of America and the Bill of Rights, in order that those unalienable creator-endowed rights could not be infringed upon. Of course, this was based upon the premise that the balance of power that they built within the United States of America, outlined in the Constitution for the United States of America as the supreme law of the land, could not and would not be subverted.